Get this. A country has just appointed an artificial intelligence to its government cabinet. And I don't mean as some backroom advisor. I mean as a full-blown minister. It sounds like something straight out of science fiction, right? Well, for the country of Albania, it's very real.
So let's just jump right into the big question here. Can an AI really be a government minister? I mean, can an algorithm actually hold a position of power, make huge decisions, and be held accountable? To even begin to understand this, you first have to grasp the massive problem they're trying to solve.
And the why behind this crazy-sounding move is actually a very human one. It's a problem that's been dragging the nation down for years: deep systemic corruption.
At the heart of the issue is something called public procurement. Now, that sounds a little boring, but it's basically just how the government awards contracts for everything. You know, building new roads, buying school supplies, all that stuff. And in Albania, that process has historically been a total breeding ground for shady backroom deals and crooked influence. And look, the fallout from this is way bigger than just some misspent cash. We're talking about a system that's wide open to bribes and threats, where contracts are handed out based on who you know, not what you can do. This totally erodes public trust, and this is huge. It's a major roadblock to Albania's goal of joining the European Union. The stakes really couldn't be higher.
So, when you're facing a problem that critical, you might just turn to a truly unexpected solution. So let's meet the newest member of the Albanian government.
Her name is Diella. It means sun in Albanian, which is pretty perfect, right? It's all about bringing light and transparency. And on the government's official website, they've even given her a human face. She appears as a woman in traditional dress, which is a pretty clever way to make this advanced tech feel a little more approachable.
The country's prime minister, Edi Rama, put it just like this, really hammering home how new this all is. He's not trying to hide the fact that she's a virtual creation. In fact, he's basically celebrating it. It's a feature, not a bug.
So how in the world does an AI actually fight corruption? Well, the core idea is surprisingly simple. You remove the weakest link in the chain, which, let's be honest, is often subjective human judgment.
The process is designed to be completely objective. It kicks off when private companies submit their bids for a contract, all online. From there, Diella's AI system takes over and reviews every single submission. But here's the crucial part. It assesses them based only on a preset, objective list of criteria. That completely removes the opportunity for human influence. No bribes, no threats, no favoritism. The intended result? The contract is awarded fairly, every single time. And this isn't some brand new, untested idea. Before she got this big promotion to minister, Della was already working as a digital assistant on the government's portal, and in that role, she successfully helped issue over 36,000 digital documents. So we know the underlying system is solid, and it works. Now, that framing of Digiella as a servant is really key. It makes it clear that she's not some general AI making policies on everything under the sun. Nope. She's a super specialized tool designed to fix one very specific, very vulnerable part of the government.
All right, let's zoom out and look at the big picture. What does all this really mean? Well, this is more than just a clever use of tech. We're talking about a potential transformation in how an entire country is run. What we're seeing is a fundamental shift in governance. It's a move away from a process that's always been vulnerable to human flaws, towards one designed from the ground up for pure objectivity. The ultimate goal is to create a system that's, as the Prime Minister puts it, 100% free of corruption.
The media in Albania is calling this a major transformation, and that feels about right. Technology is kind of graduating here. It's going from being a simple support tool in the background, like email or databases, to becoming an active player in the game of governance itself. It's making decisions that were once only for people.
And that brings us to the final, unavoidable question that Albania's experiment forces all of us to think about. As these AI systems get more and more capable, who do we want to have the final say? The flawed, biased, but maybe more relatable human? Or the objective, incorruptible, but ultimately non-human algorithm? That is the future we are all stepping into right now.